Hi Virgo, this is Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart reading, and we're going to do your Venus and Scorpio transit reading today. This is a spread that I developed specifically for this transit, and it is covering the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of the sign of Virgo, so make sure to go ahead and check in with your other placements and watch their signs as well. I already have the cards pre-shuffled and laid out because I don't have enough time when I filmed with this app to shuffle on camera. So please go ahead and like, share, subscribe, comment, and let me know how this works for you. Check back in as the weeks progress through this transit and see how it goes for you. So jumping in, your subconscious card is the Death card. This could make a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus very prominent for you at this time. But it's also saying that right now you're really phasing out of a lot of things. Like this transit's going to hit you hard, or just very strongly, I should say. Not necessarily hard. Virgo is harmonious to Scorpio. But it's definitely going to affect you. It's definitely going to be digging things up for you. You might be, really hashing over past relationships and going through the process of extricating yourself from them and allowing things to die away and fall apart and shed that are supposed to. Now there are still, we see some snakes here, there is still wisdom to have about some unsavory source that you've had around you, so I would suggest not letting them back in. But it looks like you're determined to maintain kind of like a psychic connection or an obsessive connection with some of these people from your past. So, looking here into your personal expression and free will, we have the Three of Swords. So, you're not really fully yourself right now. You're not really coming from a place that is wholly your own. You're really kind of being shown and determined based on this heartbreak that you're having on day to day. So people might feel like, man, what happened to you? Like, gee, look at how you're walking around, crying around and just kind of carrying on, or just feeling like you're not fully there. You're present and people are still asking you what's wrong with you. So if you're not aware of it or you're in denial of it, this is what's going on. You have the Death card and the Three of Swords. Like, you're very devastated at this time. And I know Virgo likes to be analytical as much as you're very sensitive and try to psych yourself out of that, but it is very much worth looking at that who you are is very tied up in how these breakups happened, how this rejection happened. And there could be third-party situation that happened where, either you or someone else was unfaithful, and it's saying a lot to you, to yourself. You feel this says a lot about you. And also it's tied up in your free will. Why am I making these choices? Why was I involved in this situation? Things of that nature. Your desires, dreams, and fantasies are in the Nine of Knives or the Nine of Swords reversed. So high anxiety. So this goes two ways. For some of you, you're coming out of it, out of the anxiety, but I think for the most of you, we have a lot of cards that are very kind of mentally tormented in this spread. And again, it's just the point where you might even feel like you need prescription, or you need some intense counseling, or have these moments where like emergency counseling, or that you have to have someone to talk to or text or call because you're just not feeling all right. So your dreams are nightmares at this time, and what you thought you were manifesting, what you thought for some of you that you could get away with, it's all like ass backwards right now. So really reach out and get the help that you need. There could be definitely Geminis. People with Gemini planets do not seem to be healthy to Virgo right now, and that was also in the Witch's Year spread. If you go and check that out on the channel, that same thing came up actually. So people Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus and Gemini, there could be something there that's going on. There's too many mind games and psychological games going on right now, Virgo. And your romance and relationships, the Strength reverse. So this is bringing out the worst sides of you internally. It's digging things up, but instead of it being in the positive way, like when Strength is upright and you getting the messages and learning how to deal with these parts of yourself, like you don't want to see it. You're not friends with the monster under your bed. It's like it's taking over, and you're like, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. But Death is here, and the Three of Swords is here, and it's like, no, you have to look at this stuff. You have to address, why you lost it in that relationship, or why you drove the partner away, or why the partner, why you are joining yourself with partners who are toxic to you, you have to address it. And right now you're fighting that, and right now it's coming out in bad ways. You might start feeling volatile. You know, you might be attacking people a lot with words, just assassinating them if they push you too far. You might even be feeling physical and kind of, you know, wanting to slam things around and things of that nature. And really, you know, your sense of a self is really attacked by this. A very low self-esteem at this time. So needing to go ahead and deal with these things internally, let them come up. You know, if you release them, then they're not who you are. But if you hold them in and you choose these things every day, and these are your coping methods, and you don't release them, then that is who you are after a period of time. Intimacy. We have the 5 of Knives. So again, you know, there is this very creepy, like obsessive, you know, mind-fucking kind of energy that's going here. Just watching people, preying on people, arguments, you know, toxicity that is going on with Virgo here. So whether you are the Virgo who has been preyed on, or whether, I feel like this is going both ways. And I know Virgo, like Pisces, being a sign of servitude, can have a hard time, you know, admitting when you were wrong, because you're like, no, I was the victim, you know. So this is saying, you know, on both sides, like, one, at the very least, you haven't been honorable to yourself as far as how you're allowing yourself to be treated. And I do feel like there's some Virgos out here who have been attacking others, or being very obsessive, or, you know, just kind of toxic in a way in their response to not wanting to let go of these people who are trying to remove themselves from certain situations. Definitely it's a time that is better to kind of pare down, see who you can trust, see who you can believe in, who you can trust with your words, because there's a lot unraveling from your mind. And it might sound like, you know, you don't want to be told, oh, well, you're crazy, like you're chaotic, what's going on? You need to have people who can hold some loving space for you and allow you to just finally open up and pour out all of this stuff that's been going on internally. But yes, definitely needing to back off if you've been kind of spying and causing fights. It's almost like you just want to crash into someone. Like, you're just like, no, like, you can't ignore me. I'm going to make you crash into me. I'm going to make you respond to me, even if it's by tearing you down. And that's a very, very harmful place to be for yourself and others. So it can definitely, again, be air signs. There's a lot of Gemini here. There's also Libra and Aquarius here. And we have some Scorpio and some Leo. So we have the Queen of Knives. And this is in karma, justice, and cycles. I almost feel like there is like there's some kind of badass woman or person who has been seeing what's going on, and they're about ready to put you in your place, or the other person, whoever's been wrong, or maybe both of you. Like, they're tired of hearing it. They don't want to hear about, oh, this is your soulmate, oh, this is my, like, you know, because we were emotional, it's okay that we got into this fist fight, or they don't want to hear it. Like, they're ready to come in and just lay it straight for you and cut it clean. And they've been holding that back and not giving you that full truth, I think. And if you go to them, they're going to finally lay it on you. Now, for some of you, you're waiting to see justice happen with this person. You might be realizing, wait, this person isn't so, you know, if there's a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, they aren't so upfront and pure and wise as I thought. So there might be some karma that's coming around that you didn't realize comes with the cycles from them. They might be part of this toxic cycle. So it's good to look at and evaluate. And attraction, we have the Hermit. So others aren't really, others are giving you space this time, Virgo. They see you in your Virgo energy. They see that you need to heal. You know, it's almost like those war trophies here. Maybe some of you have run through a lot of partners lately, you know, kind of leaving that, it's like, you know, that trail of destruction here. So others aren't really forcing themselves like that. And your taboo card, we have your challenges here. This is the